What's up, cyber friends? Kyser here, Advent of Cyber, day 13. Let's go. Day 13, networking. They lost the plan. Story: McSkitty has realized that she worked on a rough draft of a disaster recovery plan, but locked down the permissions on the file to ensure that it was safe. However, the Grinch accessed the local system and reduced the permissions on her account. Can you elevate her privileges and get the file back? Learning objectives: understanding different types of user privileges in Windows, different privilege escalation techniques, exploiting a privilege escalation vulnerability. Privileges: McSkitty made the right decision. Any malicious hacker's life is easier once they connect to a system with privileged accounts. A privileged account, such as an administrator on Windows systems or root on Linux systems, will allow them to access any file on the system and make any changes they need. An account with a lower privilege can make things more difficult. The Grinch has pretty good understanding of cybersecurity. Restricting McSkitty's account privileges makes the incident response process more difficult. She may need to run tools or remove any malicious account the Grinch may have created, but an account with restricted privileges will make things impossible. Windows privilege escalation vectors. A few common vectors that could allow any user to increase their privilege levels on a Windows system are listed below. Store credentials, Windows kernel exploit, insecure file/folder permissions, insecure service permissions, DLL hijacking, unquoted service patch, always install elevated, other software. Initial information gathering. Information gathering is an important step to privilege escalation because this is how you can uncover potential vectors. Some automated scripts are available to quickly enumerate most of the known vectors listed above. However, in real penetration testing engagements, you will often need to do some additional research based on the script's results. Exploitation. The Hyperius backup service suffers from a privilege escalation vulnerability. McSkitty could use it to elevate her privileges on the system. When Hyperius Backup is installed as a service, it can be configured to run backup tasks with administrator privileges, even if the current user has a lower privilege level. Start the machine and start our attack machine and wait for those to load up. My machine has loaded over here. As you can see, we got a Windows machine. So the first question: complete the username. And it's just a P. If we do the net users command, it should give us the user. Search for CMD and then run that. We get a command prompt. We're logged in as McSkitty, as you can see. Net users with the space. So net space users. Hit enter, and these are all our users right here. We're looking for one that starts with a P, and look, right there it is, Pepper. And that is the answer to the first question. Pepper. Hit enter. Boom, there we go. 14-day streak, 2 weeks, baby. What is the OS version? To get the OS version, once again, the guide tells us how to do that. We gotta run this command right here. System info. What if I just hit system info, see what happens here? So if we just use system info by itself, you don't need this part of the command to get this. It might be a little more straightforward, but if you just do system info, you can see OS version right there. And that's the correct answer. What backup service did you find running on the system? This command right here, we should find all the services on this Windows system. So we'll go full screen on this. Do MIC service list. Hit enter on that. If you scroll up, it does take a long time to actually find it, but it is sorted in alphabetical order, so it's not too challenging to find it, but it does take a little bit to scroll up. But you can see right here, we got the Hyperius backup service. So our answer is right here, Hyperius. And there's also two other ways to get that answer. Another way you can get that answer is if you just read the context here. They talk about the Hyperius backup service in the text, and they also give you the answer right here. What is the path of the executable for the backup service you have identified? So the path of the executable is literally right underneath of Hyperius. If you look right here, this is the path right here. So type that in all the way and hit submit, and that answer is correct. Run the whoami command on the connection you have received on your attacking machine. What user do you have? You need to create a .bat file with the Notepad text editor with these 2 lines of code. So we'll go ahead and search for Notepad. Our .bat file will be this. So we'll save this as file, save as evil.bat. So save it as this. Make sure this is all files. Save. And there it is right there on the desktop. Launched Iperius. Remember, that's the backup service. You can just do search for Iperius and launch that to find it. And we need to create a backup. So this is a new backup job here. So we can click add folder. And they said the folder doesn't matter, but they're using documents, so we will copy them. And we will also use documents and hit OK. Hit OK. Go to the destinations tab, and it's the same thing. Click here, click the select, and then they're saying they did desktop. Once again, it doesn't matter exactly where, but we'll just follow with the example and hit desktop. Hit OK. For the other processes, we need to add the file that we already created. So we need to run a program, and we'll select, and we want this right here, the evil.bat file. We'll hit open on that, and I believe if we hit next, job name, we'll just call it Grinch. Description doesn't matter, but I can't hit next, so I can hit OK maybe. This is the backup that we just created right here. We got to launch a listener. So in order to do that, we have to do this command right here. So I'll go back to our Linux, and that should work. So we're listening. Now we need to run a service. Right click on the document, backup, run backup as service option. So we'll right click this, run backup as service, continue, yes. We just wait. It literally tells us to wait a minute. Within a minute or so, see an incoming. Go look over here. Oh, there we go. We got something. We're in. We took control of the Windows system from here. So now we need to do the who am I to see who I am. We're the Grinch hack / the Grinch. So it's the whole thing maybe. Let's go ahead and copy that. Paste that. Submit that. And that's correct. What is the content of the flag.txt file? So if you click on the hint, it says he forgot it in the documents folder. So that's where we need to go. Change directory to his documents. And then, can we do ls here? dir. And then look, there's the flag.txt. Can I do a more? Flag.txt. There we go. Right there's the flag. Copy that. And paste that in there. Submit. And that's the correct answer. The Grinch forgot to delete a file where he kept notes about his schedule. Where can we find him at 5:30? So we're looking for a schedule, which is in the same documents file. So let's go ahead and do the same command. So we'll do more, but we'll do schedule.txt. And if we look at 5:30, jazzercise. I don't know what that means, but that's the answer. Jazzercise. So copy, paste, submit, and that is it. That is the challenge. So to summarize, the big thing here was that .bat file that we created right here. And then we used it as a backup, and it ran before the backup, because when you run backups, things can run as an admin, and that gave us a shell to the Grinch's account on this Windows machine on our attack box, and we were able to view the files. And very interesting, very wicked attack, very fun and informative. Thank you for watching the video. Go and give it a like if you liked it. Hit the subscribe button if you want to see more content from me. Follow me on social media. I'm at Kyser Clark on everything. And check out my website, kyserclark.com. All the links are down in the channel description. Hopefully I see you around. Peace out. Take care. Have a good one. Kyser out.